I thought you'd do something like that. I love it. Wow, here I am. Unbelievable. And look, I've got 5 minutes to tell you guys how KPI changed my life. And I just thank Daniel for the opportunity to be able to do it. I'm worried about anything they're going to put up behind me because there's a lot of dirt. But genuinely, I want to do this through 3 pitches. The best way to start is maybe a bit sort of Pulp Fiction style, like start at the end, at the start. So I'll tell you my current pitch, tell you a bit about me and what we're doing. And this is nerve-wracking because obviously the powers to be who know can like critique it as we go along. But anyway, so I'm Richard Woods and I run a digital marketing agency called Yomp. We've developed a 5-step digital marketing process called Digital Trailblazer that uses digital techniques to generate leads and targeted inquiries every single month for our clients. We do this through an outsourced marketing department service. Now, this service has won multiple business awards, and in fact, the book that I wrote on the subject matter became a bestseller on Amazon. The insights that I gained to be able to write this book and put this process together was through hundreds of clients that we've had, but also working with highly structured, highly processed brands such as McDonald's and Merco, but also amazing entrepreneurs such as Lord Sugar and Baroness Brady, and of course, Daniel Priestley. Oh, yes. And how we work with these clients is the solution that we put together is this outsourced marketing department. So we do the marketing for them. We give people graphic designers, website developers, search engine optimization, and we put it together in a 12-month process, and we generate the inquiries for our clients. So you guys, who all want to be KPIs or do the thing that you're great at, can crack on with that, knowing you've got reliable stream of inquiries coming to your business every month. Now, this same process, I was lucky enough to be able to use and leverage to be able to get on to BBC's The Apprentice, where I was become a finalist and beat 70,000 people to be able to get into that final and narrowly missed out on the investment, which was a shame. However, the way that people will start with us and the people that we work with are usually service sector companies who are turning over 250k plus, who are owner-operated and really want to grow their business. The way that they start with us is for a discovery session where they come on and we have an hour's conversation, they get a free book, and we talk about their business and how we can help. So that's Richard Woods, and I help people make molehills out of their business growth mountain. And that's it. That's the pitch. So that's where I am now, and that's what KPI's been able to taught me. So you can see the process going through. Now, how I got there is 2013, I sat in these seats here, 2013, and I was bloody pissed off. I was angry because I was 29 years old and I was about to become 30, and my one goal in life was I wanted to be a millionaire by the time I was 30, and I wasn't going to get there, and I was furious with myself. And I then thought, right, I'm going to make a positive decision. I hadn't done it because I've been flying by the seat of my pants for a while. It's the typical entrepreneur story. I set up my business straight out of university and went for it. And I just thought, right, I'm going to go for this. And I'm going to go out and I'm going to commit and lean in. We talk about a lot of leaning in on KPI and do the process. So I signed up and I joined. And I did pitch and I turned 30 and I was furious with not getting this working. I had 8 people there. We had about 55k per person, that typical thing that Daniel's talking about. We weren't making enough money per person. And I had a meeting with someone just after pitch, and I started, like my eyes started going in and out of focus, in and out of focus. I'm 30 years old at this place. And I started slurring like this. I said, I've got to excuse myself. Went to the loo and had a word myself. And I thought, that's all right. Went back to the meeting and said, it's fine. Next day, I was just driving down the motorway, eye going in and out of focus again. I thought, Jesus, all right, what's going on here? Following day, I'm going out for dinner with my wife. Eye goes out again, and I speak to her, like, oh, this weird eye thing, but actually what comes out my mouth is... And so she stopped the car, pulled over, and she went into the driver's seat, because I was driving, I didn't think anything of it, drove straight to A&E, and I ended up spending a week in a stroke unit, in the hospital. And at 30 years old, I had 3 strokes. Couldn't believe it. I literally found out I had an autoimmune disease the wrong way of finding out, i.e. having a stroke. So I've had 30 injections in my left eye to get the vision back. I was blind. I've now got vision in there. And I've been able to not have any lasting effects in my facial muscles, which is why I'm so beautiful. So unbelievable, but I've made that decision lying in that stroke unit to go, I'm going to really go for this, and I just need to relax. I need a process, I need guides, I need mentors. I never had mentors, proper mentors, and went back into Daniel. I had 6 months out. Daniel let me restarted the process, and really went for it. Went all the way through, pitched products, productized my services. And just to give you an idea with the second pitch, is that when I went to that first pitch fest, because just to give you an idea of where I was, my first pitch was at the first level pitch was, I'm a web developer, I can help anybody with any sort of website, from e-commerce to this. If you're any type of business, I can work with you. I'm not that expensive, so it's okay. So if you please would have a meeting with me, that'd be awfully kind. It's like desperate. So that's where I started. I went all the way through the process, and at the end you do something called Pitch Fest. I gave a similar pitch to that one, obviously minus the apprentice stuff, and I said I'm going to go out and I'm going to do something even more positive, and I'm going to go apply for this apprentice thing. So I spent 10 seasons shouting at the TV with my wife, going, these bunch of arrogant whatever we call it, so I could do better than them, and she's like, go on then. I'm like, fine, then I will do. Applied for it. And turned up, and my final, and I'll give you a bit of context on how the apprentice went, and I'll give you the final pitch. So, went in there, got into the apprentice, got that phone call, brilliant. I had my book ready to go. I had my service productized, so I'd be able to come out and do it. I had everything sorted, I had partnerships running all over the place. I was ready. Lucy, by the way, is my publisher. She helped me with the book. Amazing. I would highly recommend. I then went through, I won 8.5 out of 10 tasks. If I I'd won that half instead of drawing it, I would have been the best candidate ever to be on The Apprentice in terms of wins. I'm the second, and it fucking annoys me. But then went through, and obviously I got fired, unfortunately, in a big fire of shameful activity, but basically a marketing guy won. I ended up like this, crying for my mum, going, I want my mum in the interviews. But the guy who won it before me was a marketing guy. He didn't want to invest in marketing twice in a row, and that's fine by me. I've come out, I've been able to get my service oversubscribed, and I thank them for that. So my final pitch that I want to give to you was the pitch that got me on The Apprentice. This is what you technically call the apprentice pitch, which is arrogance, like times by 6, to be able to do it. And everybody has to do this when you do the apprentice pitch. When you go on, you walk in, and you have to pitch. It's the very first day of auditions. And it went, do you want to hear it? Sorry, here with a little fluff. Okay, fine. I'm going to put this here, just in case nobody realizes, so it can stay there for the rest of the talk. Right, so you walk in, you have to step in, and you go, right, I'm a walking, talking business in a suit with the passion of a Frenchman, the drive of a German, and the stiff upper lip of a true English gent. I've got a business plan to die for. I even written a 45,000-word book on the subject matter. I will win The Apprentice, and I will be Lord Sugar's next business partner, so put me through to the next round. Done. And that's it. Done.